Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Tuesday. So, last week, I literally said in my reaction, I would love to see, like, more of Taylor. More, if there's, like, an introduction to Taylor or some guides or anything like that. I'd love to just get to know her a bit more. We've done the documentary series. We've done a couple of, like, behind the scenes and some funny moments and all sorts of stuff. But I would love to just get to know her more. So, you guys filled up that comment section with tons of recommendations, but easily the most requested has to be this Vogue video, 73 questions with Taylor Swift. And I'm very excited to check this one out. I've been really excited since I saw it was the most upvoted video. So, let's stop talking. Let's keep this intro nice and short. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment if you want to support this channel. And let me know as well what you want to see next Tuesday. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to 73 questions with Taylor Swift. Surely it can't be actually 73 questions.
Hi.
Come in.
Thank you so much for fitting a 73-question interview into your busy schedule.
Oh, it's all good.
All right, cool. Let's do this. So what's keeping you busy these days?
I'm just working out and getting ready for Grammys.
What's the most exciting thing in life right now?
Grammys?
What are you completely bored of in life right now?
Clickbait.
What is something that recently moved you?
Well, that's fine. At least clickbait is gone. You know, it's done now. No, it exists. It's everywhere. That's one thing I've never done on this channel. And I'm just saying, I reckon if I did, we might be bigger. But I always like, because you can encourage people to click on a video, but I've always liked the idea that the videos just don't have any clickbait in them. It's something I've always tried to avoid. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe one day I'll succumb to that YouTube thing. I won't, don't worry.
The movie The Martian.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say about the movie The Martian?
What is something that recently moved you?
The movie The Martian.
That's
okay,
a great film.
What do you have going on over here?
Matt Damon.
This is a room where I write a lot of songs.
Nice piano. How many guitars do you own?
I lost track of that in probably 2007.
What's the first song you learned to play on the guitar?
Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer.
What's the first thing you do when you get an idea
I
for
don't
a
even
song?
know that song.
I record a voice memo of myself singing it, or I write it down in my notes.
What's your songwriting process?
Lots of preparation. I write a lot of my ideas down before I get into the actual session.
I had no idea. I had no idea that it was gonna be like this. I was like, this video is like under 10 minutes. There's no way they can fit 73 questions in. This makes sense. Wait, that's a Grammy on the thing, right? On the mantle back there. That's so cool. Yeah, this makes sense. If this is why this is just hammering out the freaking questions.
What song took you the least amount of time to write?
Blank Space, because I'd written a lot of the lines down already in the year preceding the session.
Which one took you the longest?
All Too Well, because it's a really emotional song. I kept putting it down for months on end.
So is this the room where you keep all of your awards?
No, they're kind of everywhere. Do you want to see the rest of the house?
Yes.
Amazing.
All right, let's do it. Who is your favorite teacher?
My guitar player, Paul Sidoti, teaches me a lot on the road about piano and guitar.
If you could teach one subject in school, what would it be?
English.
Okay, so you're a Scrabble player.
Yeah, there's a word you might know. Check it out.
Yep, something tells me that's planned.
Nope, that was spontaneous. I'm a very spontaneous person.
What's your favorite beverage?
Coffee, would you like some?
Let's see what you got.
I have it.
I kind of love this. Like, do they do this all in one take? This is so random. I've never seen a Vogue interview before. It's very interesting. The quality is really nicely done. I can't tell, like, is like Taylor really adjusts these situations like so easily as well. Like, she's just a very comfortable person, like very welcoming, very comfortable. She's just made for the camera. She just is. And that kitchen, the amount of clips we've seen in that kitchen of Taylor with her friends drinking wine and just hanging out. The kitchen is the only room I recognize.
Espresso, I have regular coffee, I have different flavors. I have a VMA here. You can't really take that, I don't think, but...
You definitely can't drink it.
No, you could stir with it, though.
Actually, I'll have a water.
Okay.
Thank you very much. What's your favorite cocktail?
Vodka Diet Coke.
What's your favorite food?
I mean, if we're just saying, like, what I wish I could eat every day, if calories didn't count, as, like, chicken tenders.
What would you order at a drive-thru?
Cheeseburger, fries, chocolate shake.
What was the best birthday cake you've ever had?
I'm just saying, as if you couldn't love Taylor anymore. She's like, if calories didn't matter, chicken tenders, cheeseburger fries, and a chocolate shake. Like, that, come on, that is so classic. Like, that is like, man, as if you couldn't. Also, I just love her freaking energy. Her faucet is insane as well. Has that got like a picture on the back of it? What's the picture on the back of the faucet? I want to do a freaking I thought about this the other day, and I like all the podcasts I've done and stuff like that. I've never actually like spoken about me. I don't mean this in like a vain or arrogant way at all. But what I mean is it'd be really nice to like if people ever wondered like more about me, because I'm an open book to like tell people about me. If you guys ever have any questions that you want to know or anything like that, you can just ask me. Ask me in the comment section. I'll reply to your comment. It's fine. I don't ever want anyone to feel like uncomfortable they can't ask me things. If ever anything's ever bothering you, or you've ever wanted to know something, or you're curious about anything, fire them my way. I'll always be happily answer your questions.
Cheeseburger, fries, chocolate shake.
What was the best birthday cake you've ever had?
Oh,
It was from Milk Bar. It was for my 25th birthday, and it was so good that even Jay-Z raved about it.
Oh, thank you very much.
how do you remember that? She must have got sent the questions in advance. There's no way. Could you tell me if I asked you what's the best birthday cake you've ever had? You would know. So many of you right now going, yes, it comes to my mind straight away. What's the best birthday cake I've ever had? It'd probably be like some boring chocolate cake, and I don't even remember.
Milk Bar. It was for my 25th birthday, and it was so good that even Jay-Z raved about it.
Oh, thank you very
Maybe I
much.
just haven't had it.
What was the last thing you baked?
A gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate cake.
What one thing do you need to have in your fridge at any given time?
Hummus, weirdly.
Hummus?
What's one thing you still have from your
I
childhood?
wasn't expecting that.
My insecurities.
Oh, come
Do you want to go outside and check out the other situation?
Let's
I love Taylor. That answer literally reminded me of that. Are you a warrior? Yes, I worry about everything. I'm worrying right now. I was worrying like that. That's of course.
check out the other situation. What's your favorite TV show of all time?
Friends.
I knew she
Favorite
was
TV
gonna
show
say
that's currently
Friends.
on the air.
Dateline.
What is
Never
your
seen
favorite
Dateline.
movie?
Love Actually.
What was a movie that made you cry your eyes out?
Oh my God, The Martian.
Why do you think
Great
you're the
film.
most followed person on Instagram?
Because my cats are adorable.
So, have you ever Googled yourself?
That's why it is. I hate to admit this, Taylor, but let's be honest. We all follow you for your cats, okay? They are actually the masterminds, the superstars. Taylor is just like the only way that we can all see the cats. So that's why. That's the real reason. I know I'm exposing a secret here, but it's true. It's true. The cats are just so adorable. We have to follow Taylor so we can see the cats all the freaking time. Also, I love that she keeps complimenting The Martian because it is a really good film. I watched it again not too long ago. It's such a great film. It's my wife's like favorite sci-fi film as well, which I think is really cool. If you haven't seen it, I think Disney Plus has it. It's very good. I definitely recommend it. But prepare. It's not as sad as Taylor's making it out to be. I wouldn't expect it. You know, I'm just saying. I didn't find it that sad. I'm wondering what bit she cried at. Oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I'm like, what bit could she have cried at? Because it's not like a really sad film, but it is like emotional, but in a different way. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it if people haven't seen it. Definitely recommend it. Great film. My wife's favorite sci-fi film. Although my wife's a big fan of Alien as well. Two very different films. But I love that she keeps complimenting Friends, because Friends is the best. We've actually just finished it again, and we restarted from season 1, and it literally plays on repeat in my house. The earlier seasons are so much better than the later seasons.
Yeah.
Taylor, what do you think when you Google yourself?
I think you should never Google yourself again.
The garden is so cozy.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Healing people.
If you were not
Oh,
a singer,
you
what would
are-
you be doing?
She's too much, man. She's too much. I've never heard anyone answer that. Ever. I've never heard anyone give that answer for a superpower. Not in my entire life. And I ask everybody questions like that. She is just too much, man. Even like a hypothetical scenario question has to be a selfless answer, doesn't it? She's too much.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Healing people.
If you were not a singer, what would you be doing?
Might be in advertising. Maybe like coming up with slogans and concepts is the same as hooks and songs.
Well, this is very lovely out here.
Thank you.
Can you show me a really cool or bizarre talent?
Okay, I'm well aware that this is not a talent, but this is like the only thing that I can do. I have double jointed elbows, so
No. Oh,
Ooh.
man.
yeah, they're weird.
They're a little bit weird.
Yeah.
What's something you
It's
can't
pretty
do?
weird.
I can't do a cartwheel or a handstand.
What's the
You're
best compliment you've ever received?
Oh.
That I'm generous.
What is the best gift you've ever received?
My boyfriend planted an olive tree in my yard for Christmas.
Oh,
What's one habit
that's
you
a
wish you could
lovely
break?
gift. I do like, do you know what's funny? That is a question that I bet everyone can answer. The best compliment you've ever received. I reckon a lot of people like that stands out. It's weird how something so simple is what stands out the most. Like in my entire life, I remember when I worked at a bar, there was I was like serving this table their drinks, and it was a few older ladies. And when I was serving the drink, one of the older ladies just looked at me and went, "You have the most beautiful eyes." And it was like, God, it must have been like 11 years ago now. And it's such a simple thing. And it was this older lady, and I was completely taken back by it, because I'd never received like a compliment. Like, it was really, I know I'm not exaggerating either. Like, it's just not something that really happens that much. And it blew my mind. And to this day, still is so vivid. I still think about it. It's crazy. And it was the simplest thing ever. And to this day, I still think about it. It's like, lovely older lady just come in, and I was just serving her drinks, and I literally remember her just looking at me going, "You have the most beautiful eyes." And I was just like, I literally was like struck. I was like, and I just looked at her and I was like, "Your eyes are absolutely lovely as well." And she just like smiled. And then I just walked off, and I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, that was the best thing. It sounds really weird, but to this day, I still think about it.
Olive tree in my yard for Christmas.
What's one habit you wish you could break?
Well, when I'm sitting there, usually I just do this with my leg, like, and people think that I'm nervous, and then they get nervous, and then everybody's nervous.
Do you have any nicknames?
Yeah, my brother calls me Teffy.
What surprises you most about people?
Why? She's not going to
I'm
tell us why.
pleasantly surprised by the fact that I tell my friends absolutely everything, and it never ends up getting out.
What makes you laugh no matter what?
Kevin Hart.
What does creativity mean to you?
Creativity is getting inspiration and having that lightning bolt idea moment, and then having the hard work ethic to sit down at the desk and write it down.
So I found out Nicole Kidman swam with sharks. What's the most adventurous thing you've done?
Like watching Shark Week.
What's your favorite lyrics of all time?
I had some dreams. They were clouds in my coffee from You're So Vain by Carly Simon.
What's one song you wish you had written?
The Friends theme song because of those royalties.
What's a great fan moment that comes to mind?
I'll be driving down the street and I'll see a kid walking down the street with my shirt on from my tour, and I'll just stop my car and be like, "Hey, nice shirt."
Most memorable career moment so far?
I think filming the Bad Blood video was my favorite memory.
What's one accomplishment you're most proud of?
My Grammys.
What's something you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
I just wanted to pause just to highlight how happy she was with that. Like, well, like the way she was like, "My Grammys," like, so freaking deserved.
Most proud of?
My Grammys.
What's something you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
Oh, Coachella.
What's your spirit animal?
Oh.
A dolphin because they're very social. They travel in groups.
Hey, Taylor.
Oh, hey.
Hey, my wife and I's anniversary is coming up. Where should I take her?
Congratulations, and you should take her to Big Sur. You're welcome.
It's freezing outside.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what advice would you give to anyone who wants to
That
become
was
a
so
singer?
random.
Get a good lawyer.
Any pre-show rituals?
Yeah, I stretch, I warm up my voice, and then my band and dancers and I get in a huddle, and it's just good vibes.
What's the most difficult?
I actually want to randomly throw this out as well. Get a lawyer, when she said that, is like weirdly amazing advice. For anyone watching this who wants to get into the entertainment industry in any field, whether it's a small like YouTube or huge like music, I would also like to give some random advice. This is very helpful. Get an accountant, okay? Get an accountant. Literally, as early as you can, get an accountant. Trust me. And get one that specializes in what you want to do. Because there's so many different accountants. And I found this out myself when I first got into this industry. And I was like going around and like having meetings with them. Some of them are utterly useless in the entertainment industry. You want to make sure you find ones that specialize in what you do. They will be so unbelievably helpful. So if anyone watching this is ever thinking like, I wanted to be a musician, I wanted to be an actor, I wanted to get into any kind of entertainment industry, anything like that, a lawyer and an accountant, a lifesaver, and as early as you can. I know that sounds really random, but it's very true. I think a lot of like bigger YouTubers give that advice as well. It's very important.
Difficult song to perform on stage and why?
Oh,
There's a song I wrote called The Best Day that is about my mom, and it's just hard to sing because it makes me really emotional.
Have I reacted to the best day? I don't think maybe? I don't know.
So this is a really great room you have.
Thank
And you have a lot of cats.
Yeah.
How many cats are in this room?
Probably more than 10, and I don't know if you're counting the one that's alive down there.
What? There's a cat there. I see the... All right, here's one for you. If you were a cat, would you get along with your cats?
Probably not. They would probably not think that I'm cool.
How many cat breeds can you name in 10 seconds?
When do we start?
Go.
British Shorthair, Scottish Fold, Himalayan, exotic short hair, exotic long hair, Sphinx cat, Munchkin, Siamese, the
Time's up.
Tabby. Is that
Amazing. What's the coolest thing in this room?
I can do so much better than that. The coolest thing in this room, I think, is the fireplace.
Nice. If you could raid one woman's closet, who would it be?
Blake Lively.
What's your favorite fashion trend of all?
Oh, I love that. Especially considering I just recently watched the freaking Deadpool Wolverine movie, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, is absolutely fantastic. I even put out a tweet moaning about UK news articles recently because they're all just like it has the best reviews ever, and for some reason here in the UK all the newspaper reviews have been negative, and I was just like, British people really are just like, we're like, as a nation, we're just a very grumpy nation. We're just very grumpy. I don't know why. We can't enjoy a good thing. Bloody British tabloids, shut up. It's a great film and smart, but the reason I'm saying Blake Lively is obviously, you know, Ryan Reynolds' partner, and I don't want to say any more. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know, and then I'm not going to say anymore because spoilers.
Nice. If you could raid one woman's closet, who would it be?
Blake Lively.
What's your...
But I also know that Taylor and Blake Lively, Taylor and Ryan Reynolds and everyone, are very close. And I know about the daughters naming in the songs and everything like that, because I know some of you are going to be writing that right now in the comment section.
favorite fashion trend of all time?
High-waisted stuff.
Besides your phone and wallet, what's a couple must-have purse items?
I have this lavender antibacterial hand spray that I have, and whenever me and my friends are in a public bathroom and we have to wait in line at the sink to wash our hands, I'm like, no, like, check it out. And everybody's like, thanks, girl.
Can you tell me what you'll be wearing to this year's Met Gala?
Thanks, gal. Love
I'm
it.
going to be dressed as a robot, and I'm going to carry a sword.
If she didn't do that, I'm disappointed, okay? I hope she did. I'm guessing she didn't, but I wish she did.
Okay, so my little cousin Julia wants to know, what did you want to do with your life at age 5?
When I was 5, I knew that my dad was a stockbroker, but I did not know what a stockbroker was. Yet I walked around telling people I'm going to be a stockbroker when I grow up.
What's the one thing you wish you knew at 19?
If I could talk to my 19-year-old self, I'd just say, hey, you know, you're gonna date just like a normal 20-something should be allowed to, but you're going to be a national lightning rod for slut shaming.
What's something you will not be...
I just want to pause just to let that sink in. Just want to pause just to let that sink in. Because it's sad how damn true that is. What would you guys tell yourself when, if you could go back in time and tell yourself a younger thing? What would you tell yourself? I feel like mine is quite simple. I feel like if I could go back, I'd simply just tell myself everything is going to be all right. I just like say, like, don't worry. I know things are stressful. I know things are hard. I know the whole world seems like it's ending sometimes. Everything will turn out fine. You know? It's amazing how different life is now. I owe it to all of you. I really do. I absolutely love you guys. I don't think you all understand just how grateful I am for all of you watching my video right now. Just sitting there watching the video, watching this crazy guy just talk to you right now through the camera. I would be nowhere without all of you. I absolutely am so unbelievably grateful.
Be a national lightning rod for slut shaming.
What's something you will not be doing in 10 years?
Something I will not be doing in 10
Interesting.
years. I'll be 36. I really hope that I'm not stressed about the idea of approaching 40. I hope that aging is not something that really freaks me out.
What do you think is the most important life lesson for someone to learn?
That karma's real.
You do realize she didn't answer the question. she just said something different. But I don't know. How long ago was this interview? 8 years ago. Interesting. Okay, not quite there, right?
Something that really freaks me out.
What do you think is the most important life lesson for someone to learn?
That karma's real.
I absolutely agree. I 100% agree. I've mentioned this on camera before. I wouldn't say I'm a religious person. I feel like I could be. I'm definitely like open in terms of like a spiritual mindset. But I'm not like grounded to any single religion. I kind of like the idea of a lot of them, and I kind of sort of draw my own ideas from it. If anyone's ever wondering. And but I feel like it wouldn't take much for me. I've always said this to my wife. I was like, I feel like it wouldn't take much for me to be swayed like religiously, because I love the ideas of religion. I don't mean it. I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but it's true. There's so many like people I speak to who are religious and people who are passionately religious, and I'm just so envious of them. The idea of being able to feel like that and like trust yourself in this afterlife and the beauty of like the idea of it all. I find it amazing. I'm so jealous. I wish I could feel like that. And I've mentioned it before. I think it's incredible. Like, I'd love to be sitting here and have full confidence in the higher power and an afterlife and know that that is a thing. And I'm so jealous of people who feel that in their bones and believe that, because I wish I could. I truly think it's an incredibly beautiful thing these days. But yeah, and then where was I going with this? But with like karma, I truly believe that the universe is like balanced. And I really believe that the more positive energy you put out into the world, the more good you do in the world, the kinder you are, even if it takes time, the universe will always reward you. It has to balance it out. Like everything has to be balanced. So if you're putting so much good energy into the world, you have to receive some back. It has to be balanced, right? And it's the same with negative energy. Everything has to be balanced. If your life's too great, because I'll have it where like I feel like I'm having the best week ever, and then the next week will be a horrible week, and I just accept it. I'm like, okay, last week was great, so this week's got to be bad. That's just how it is, and I still am very positive, and I still just accept it, and I go, because it's got to be balanced. I can't just have like the best weeks ever forever. So it has to balance itself out, and I truly believe that karma exists. And I won't go into specifics, but I've only ever had one other serious relationship other than my wife. I've only ever had two serious relationships. One of them, like very serious relationships, like years. One of them is my wife, who I've been together with for 10 years, nearly in August, and maybe longer actually. And the other was my ex-partner, who I was with before my wife. And sorry for rambling on for so long. You can skip past all this if you want. And she was, I've mentioned stories about it before, not a good partner to be with. I had awful experiences. I've mentioned some stories. I'm not going to go into them. And I didn't realize how bad the relationship was until I was out of it. And yeah, like pretty much as bad as you could imagine in a relationship. So, you know, cheated on and more. And it was not fun. It was very heartbreaking, very devastating. And she was not nice a lot, all the time, and very gaslighty, where even if I saw the evidence, saw her cheat, one day I literally she was out, I walked into a room, and she was literally cheating on me, and gaslit me into thinking that what I was seeing was something else. And I literally had to go ask the guy she was with, because I was like, did I see something? And I walked up to the guy and I asked him, and he said, yeah, sorry. And that was it. And then I was like, okay, that's true. And then I just walked off. I was known for being quite angry, and in that moment, I just walked off. I was like, I just literally broke, and I was like heartbroken. I just walked off out into the street. But I've told that story before. But the reason I'm saying this now is because karma is real. I believe it is real. And things did not work out great, not in a braggy way. But I feel like the negative energy that she accumulated, I'm fine, like, negative things happened, and I'm not happy about it. I still feel sad about it, but yeah, her life, she was very, I don't want to go into it, but let's just say karma is real. That's it, yeah, but I don't like talking about it. There we go, leave it at that. Sorry for rambling for so long. I do apologize about that.
Freaks me out.
What do you think is the most important life lesson for someone to learn?
That karma's real.
Okay, what can you say in another language?
I can count to 10 in German.
Do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Go Taylor.
Thank you.
Okay, hate to break it to you, but the interview is coming to an end.
Okay, well, I'll walk you to the door.
Okay, what did you love most about the town where you grew up in?
I grew up in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, and I liked the fact that it had a lot of historic buildings.
What's the bravest thing you've ever done?
Writing the Apple Music letter.
Most spontaneous thing you've ever done.
Writing
What's the Apple Music letter? What is that?
the Apple Music letter.
What's one goal you're determined to achieve in your lifetime?
I really want an honorary doctorate degree because Ed Sheeran has one, and I feel like he looks down on me now because I don't have one.
All right, Taylor.
I love that! Yay! She did it! She did it! Yes! Yes! Love it! Love it! Love it! Love it! Love it! Let's watch it again.
Doctorate degree because Ed Sheeran has one, and I feel like he looks down on me now because I don't have
Yay!
All right, Taylor,
So
we did
happy.
it. Now it is time for the final question.
one. I'm gonna take you over here first and let you out.
Okay, great. What is your favorite scented candle?
Byredo Treehouse. That is it.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Thanks.
Go buy it right now.
Bye.
Thanks, Taylor. See you later.
What the hell is Byredo Treehouse? What the hell is that? Did she just make that up? I'm not a scented candle connoisseur. I like them, but I'm more basic, you know, like a vanilla or cherry or vanilla cherry. That's about it. Lemon. We got lemon like cheesecake one once. That was really nice. And that's about it from me. Yeah, there's a smoke outside. I wonder if my wife's put the fire pit on. I don't think she would have. It's too early. It's very sunny here and warm. Not the best day for a fire pit. Byredo Treehouse? Kind of want to know. Is that real? Anyway, I loved this. I like the idea of Vogue just calling in advance. Like, okay, so the interviewer is on his way. He'll be with you in 5 minutes. And all of that just happens. Just opens the door and they're just walked around and done. Like, it's done really nicely. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing it's all, like, you know, done beforehand and planned beforehand. Because, if Taylor didn't get those questions beforehand, because that's the thing with Taylor as well, I would believe both that she had some answers prepared, but also that she didn't, because it's Taylor. Like, this is like her, you know. Like, she's very quick with her answers. She's always been like that. So I wouldn't even be surprised if she had none of the questions prepared and hadn't even seen them before. It felt very natural. But there's so many questions like, favorite teacher. Who is your favorite teacher right now? Go. Don't even think about it. Give me the answer. That's what I mean. It's like, how would you know? How would you know? But then there were questions that felt quite spontaneous about, like, things around the house that she, like, was, like, had to look at. So I don't know. Maybe it's, like, could be prepared, could not be prepared. And that's the cool thing about Taylor is, if it wasn't, you'd believe it. You'd be like, yeah, no, seems like her. Really nice. I like this. This is good. This is what I'm talking about. This is literally 73 questions about Taylor. I got the answers. I know 73 more things than I did. Although a few of these we knew beforehand, but still. I love the doctorate thing as well. Isn't that the best? She was like, oh, I'd love to get an honorary doctorate. And she did. She is Dr. Swift now. I love that. I love that that's what she wanted. And that's what she bloody achieved. She is an unbelievable, inspirational role model to just show. And she even mentions it, like, having the hard work and dedication to, like, have this idea and go for it. And I feel like that is just fantastic and really rings true. And it's such, like, an inspiring just statement to make. Because Taylor just says, like, she thinks of these ideas and works really hard to make them come, like, to happen. And even then, in this interview, saying she wanted that honorary doctorate, and we know she got that. You just love it. I love it. I freaking love her, man. I do. I just really do. What else? What are we checking out next Tuesday? Let me know. I'm sorry for all the rambles. If you guys, I don't know if you guys like them. I don't know. Let me know. I can like try and cut them out a little bit in the future. I know I go off sometimes, but I'm not. I like to be open. So if I'm thinking about something when I'm doing these things, I like to like verbalize it. But hopefully you guys don't mind. I don't know. Let me know. That's about it. You can check out the full one without me pausing. I don't know the copyright rules around Vogue, so if I have to blur it, I'll upload the full unblurred reaction to Patreon. If I don't have to blur it, then all good. Hopefully not. There was no music or audio, so I guess we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself an amazing freaking day, and let me know what we're checking out next week. And as always, my friends, you right there will see me in the next video.